The reason that you feel behind in life isn't because you're late. It's because you're measuring yourself against a timeline that was never yours. So let's switch that up. Have you ever looked at your life and thought, I should be further along by now? Today, I'm going to tell you why you are believing that lie, and trust me, it is about to change everything for you. Hey, I'm Daira. Welcome to the conversation on faith, life, and everything in between. So grab your coffee and let's get into it. So I've been in ministry for over 15 years, and one of the most common things I hear from women, regardless of the age, stage, or season they're in, is some version of this: I feel behind. And what breaks my heart is that most of these women saying these things are doing something that is extremely meaningful. They're showing up, they're trying, they're building something real, and they still feel like they are losing. So I want to ask you something. What if the feeling isn't the truth? What if it's just a signal? And the signal is that you're measuring your life against a standard that requires you to be in two places at the exact same time. Because here's what nobody says out loud: you can be winning in one area of your life and still feel like you're losing in another. You can build an incredible career and wonder if you're missing your window for family. Or you can pour your life into your family and quietly think, am I losing a part of myself? And we don't know how to hold both, so we land on the conclusion of we must be behind. I have a friend who is crushing it in the tech world. She's successful, driven, thriving, and there's moments though where she wonders what it would look like to have kids. And I have another friend who has three beautiful kids who have poured years into her family, but she wonders that if she eventually steps back into a career, will anyone take her seriously? Both of them are doing something meaningful. Both of them are exactly where they need to be, and both of them still feel behind sometimes. So what does that tell you? The feeling isn't always the truth. And I have had to personally learn this because I've been in ministry 15 years and I just had a baby. And I remember people saying things like, well, this is your new calling, or, well, you can't do it all, Daira, or you're going to quit your job, right? And there was this subtle pressure, like I had to choose which part of my life mattered more: motherhood or ministry. But here's what I've come to realize: I'm called to both. And yes, it can feel like a lot, but it also makes me feel alive because the goal isn't to eliminate the tension, it's to learn how to live faithfully within it. And that's where a lot of us get stuck. We think if something feels incomplete, then it must be wrong. But incomplete doesn't mean wrong, it means we're in progress. And if that is resonating with you, would you go ahead and hit like and subscribe and comment the word joy below? And I will send you a free copy of my book, Honest to Goodness Joy, no strings attached. So, what do we do about feeling behind? Well, I think the first thing we need to do is we need to name the season that we're in. Not the one we wish we were in, not the one that someone else is in, your season, because you can't be faithful to a season if you don't accept it. Maybe right now you're in winter and things feel quiet and slow and maybe even a little lifeless. But winter isn't dead, it's preparation. It's where roots grow deeper before anything is seen and blossoms. Or maybe you're in spring and you're starting to see growth and things are opening up, but they're not fully there yet, but they're coming. Or maybe you're in summer. Things are full, they're busy, they're fruitful, and there's a lot happening, and it's good, but it requires a lot from you. Or maybe you're in fall and things are shifting and you're having to let go of maybe a role or another season or expectation. And even if it is right, it is still really hard. Every season has a purpose. But if you keep wishing you were in a different one, you will miss out on what the one that you're in is trying to give you. Second, define success for that season, not success for 5 years from now. What does faithfulness look like right now? Because if you don't define it, you will default to comparison. And comparison is like running on a treadmill and you're exhausted, but you realize you have not gone anywhere. Think about it this way: you can't lay at a pool and say, I'm gonna work on my tan, but also wish that it was Christmas time and you were sitting by a tree drinking hot cocoa. Technically, I guess you could try, but it wouldn't make any sense. And yet, this is exactly how we are trying to live. We want the career and the family and the rest and the hustle and the full season, but also quiet all at once. And when we can't have it all at the same time, we feel like a failure. But it's not failing, it's just not that season yet. And the dangerous part is when you're so busy wishing for a different season, you completely miss the beauty of the one you're in. Third, release the timeline. You can be intentional, you can be disciplined, and you can make wise decisions, but you cannot control the timing. And trying to force your life into a timeline that isn't yours is like trying to rush a sunrise. You can't make it happen any faster. You can only be frustrated that it's not here yet. And this is where it gets deeper because it's not just ultimately about timing, it's about trust. The only place, get this, in the US where you can stand in four places at once is called the Four Corners Monument. You can place your feet in just the right spot and you can be in Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona all at the same time. And of course, I've always wanted to go there just to say it is possible. But in everyday life, it is not possible. You cannot be the perfect wife, the perfect mom, the perfect employee, friend, dreamer, doer, all at the exact same time. You have limits. And that is not failure, that is reality. And learning to recognize those limits and do what is best with the day that you are given is not weakness, it's maturity. Scripture says he makes everything beautiful in its time. Not your time, not my time, his. Which means some things in your life are not late, they're just not ready yet. So maybe the better question isn't, am I behind? Maybe it's, what is God doing in this season that I don't want to miss because I was wishing I was somewhere else? Because you're not behind, you're being formed. And formation doesn't always feel like progress, but it's the part that lasts. If this helped you today, would you do me a favor and like and subscribe? It really does help more people find the conversation. And if you haven't already, comment the word joy because I want to give you a free gift, a PDF copy of my book, Honest to Goodness Joy. It's all about learning to live with purpose in whatever season you're in because that's exactly what we're talking about today. You are not behind, you are not late, you are exactly where you need to be in the season that God is preparing for you. So hopefully you're willing to hear that and receive it. Comment joy, and I'll see you soon.